Got it.
Murray didn't make this beat. Back again with some heat. He gonna cover everything from the west to the east, from the north to the south, suburbs to the streets. Subscribe and hit the like so you won't miss a beat. Every day of the week, gotta know he dropping. Restaurant reviews to the current topics. Yeah, sports outlooks and he coming proper. Tune in for the real. We don't do the gossip. You tuned in to the What Up Though show with Dame D. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, man. What up, though?
Okay, what's up? What's good, y'all? Welcome to the What Up Though show. It's your boy Dame D, and today we're going to be talking about the Canelo Alvarez fight and the Charlo fight. We have a few guests that's going to join us, and I'm going ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves to the show.
It's your boy E Skeezy.
What up, though? What up, though? It's your main man here, BJ3 in the house.
It's your boy right here, Coach Hunk of Team Cartel. What it do?
Okay. I want to first and foremost thank you guys to the show. We got a super fight this Saturday night. My first question to you guys is, what do you think? Who do you think is going to control this fight?
The referee.
So basically, who do you think is going to control the fight, and how do you think this fight is going to be led? I'm going to go ahead and I'll start off with you, Coach.
That's a good one. I think it's gonna be a fill-out round first. So I think it's gonna be Canelo.
Okay. And elaborate a little bit more on that. Tell me why you think it's going to be Canelo.
I mean, because I think he's a more experienced fighter. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think he's gonna see basically. I think it's gonna be Charlo. I'm gonna refrain from that because I think Canelo is gonna sit back and try to
Okay, he
collect some
changing up
data.
on us, y'all. He's switching
Yeah,
up. He went with
I'm gonna switch
Canelo.
that.
Now he going with
I'm gonna
Charlo. Go
switch
ahead,
that.
Coach.
Yeah, I think he's gonna sit back and try to read him and catch his timing and his movement. Then he gonna
So you
counter that.
so you going with Charlo then?
Yeah, I'm going with Charlo for the fight.
Okay. Now I'll let you come in next, BJ, but I'm gonna put my little my 1 cent on it real quick. And I'm gonna start it off like how you said, Coach. I think Canelo is the most he's the skilled fighter out of the two. I think with his skill set, it's gonna be hard for Charlo to land any flush shots. He may land some in the later rounds, but I think Canelo is just with his skill set and his speed is just gonna be too much for Charlo, but Charlo do have that puncher's chance, with that right hand. So, I will say, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna say Canelo. But Charlo do have a chance with that right hand. So go ahead, BJ. Same question to you. Who you think is going to dominate and lead this fight?
Put the right on if you want to.
I think I think the early rounds, Charlo's only chance is to come out and attack. He has to go on offense in order to do something. Other than that, if he don't, then he's just gonna get picked apart early. So I'm predicting Charlo to come out, Canelo to figure out what he's doing, download some stuff, and then jump on him. Once Canelo figure him out, it won't last. It won't last too much longer.
Okay. All right. Now, Eskies, I know you're really not too much of a boxing fan, but if you had to pick, who do you think is going to dominate this fight? Give us your thought on that.
Well, I'm a play tennis with that question and ask y'all this. Both these dudes, they go to their corner and they pray to God, Lord, please let me knock this nigga out. And God hear that prayer. And then, God go to Jesus sometimes before he answer prayers and be like, Jesus, you ain't gonna believe this. You know, both these niggas asking me to let them knock this nigga out. And then who gonna win? Who do we give it to? Nah, any skilled fighter can easily get knocked out. And bum fighter can easily get knocked out. You seen Tyson get knocked out by Buster Douglas. Now we all expected his skills to go in there and whip Buster up, but Buster had a lot on his mind. He had
Buster
a
has
lot,
some skills too. We were just sleeping on him.
you
Right.
know.
So okay,
And
he answered the question. Who you think is gonna control the fight tomorrow?
I'm gonna go with Canelo myself.
You say what now?
Canelo, but
Okay.
who God get a fight if both of them pray to God?
Okay.
Well,
Now, all right.
sometimes it ain't up. God just let y'all
Right.
fight it
Right.
out.
God, I don't think God got nothing to do with this ass whooping that's gonna come tomorrow. All right,
Hey,
Coach.
D,
I want to ask this next question. Coach, a lot of people been saying Canelo in his last fight, and I believe his last fight was it against it was in Mexico. I forget the guy. I just watched that fight, but a lot of people were saying that Canelo is kind of, you see his skills diminishing and he might not have what he used to have. Tell me what you think about that. Do you think Canelo still got it? Do you think he'll be able to be able to just, do you think his skill set is still there and he'll be able to showcase his skill set that the Canelo that we know?
And I feel like Canelo is in tune for this fight. So
Okay.
he done sharpen his swords up. Like he done, it's the competition, man. He fighting another undisputed fighter, so he gonna be at his best. He ain't
Right.
coming in there slacking. He ain't coming in. He gonna be on point this fight. I mean,
Okay.
you can't. Once you know how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike, bro.
Right.
Yeah, he might have got a little slower. Charlo might be the faster fighter, but he fighting Canelo. It's the same thing when Mayweather fought Canelo.
Right.
Young Canelo, it was an older Mayweather. It's
And you
vice
know
versa
what?
now.
That was an excellent example. It definitely was so I agree with you, Coach. It definitely I believe Canelo still got it. You got a lot of doubters out there saying that his skills has diminished. But if you look at that same fight, that last fight that he had, normally when he knocks somebody down and get him hurt, he'll finish them off. But I believe that fight went to distance, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
mm-hmm.
Right. So
His
BJ3.
last fight,
Yeah, his last fight, I believe he fought I forget the
think it
guy
was
name,
Ryder.
Bob something, and it was in Mexico. And they went the distance. It was a tough fight, but Canelo put him down a few times, but normally Canelo will finish a fighter. And this is why you got a lot of people saying that his skill set, somewhat has diminished. So BJ, I want you to ask that same question. What do you think about Canelo's skill set? Do you think it's the Canelo of old, or do you think he'll be able to get out there and showcase his skill set of tomorrow against Charlo?
I think that last fight, like you said, he was at home. He was enjoying life. This fight, he knows that he's gonna have to bring it. So it's gonna be a different Canelo that show up. Definitely.
Okay. All right. So my big question to everybody, and I'm gonna keep it. We'll just flow with it. I don't have that many questions. I'm just coming off the top of the dome. BJ? Do you think it's going to be you think it's going to go decision, or who do you pick? Far as who do you pick? Far as knockout, or just going to decision? Who do you think is going to win this fight?
Well, no, it's not going to the decision. I would like to root for Charlo. He has a lot of characteristics and skill sets that you want to root for, but he has a lot of the faults too that Canelo's team is looking at, and they're going to be able to capitalize on. Like you said, he
Okay.
has the more experience. Canelo's the more experienced fighter, and
Well, elaborate on that a little bit more so people can know what you're talking about, like far as just the things that Canelo team is looking out for.
So he Charlo does. He's a little more athletic than Earl, but almost the same type of style. It's basically like more of bullying you type, and Canelo will be able to take advantage of that. Just like Coach said when he fought, which he was a little younger, But when he fought with Mayweather, Mayweather was able to stand right there and roll a lot of punches. He was using energy and he wasn't hitting him. He was getting frustrated. I think he's gonna be able to do Charlo like that. Like Charlo
Okay.
not all that good with and neither one of them really, but Charlo not all that good with like boxers. And I think that Canelo's skill set, he'll be able to box Charlo and knock him out. I think he gonna knock him out.
Okay. All right, Coach. I'm gonna ask you that same question. I know originally you said Canelo, and then you switched it up to Charlo. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's going to go to distance, or do you think it's going to be a stoppage in that fight?
I mean, if it go to decision, you know how they do it. Whoever got the best storyline, that's who gonna get it.
Right.
And most likely it's going. Do you want to see? Do you want Charlo to win so he can end up fighting Crawford, or do you want Canelo to win so he can end up fighting the other brother?
Right.
So, I mean, what storyline do they want to go with? And at the end of the day, who stopped Canelo? Nobody put him on the floor, so he know how to roll with punches. But I think Charlo. I think Charlo got a good skill set. He's a way better boxer than Earl. He's a boxer puncher. Earl can punch, but Earl not really no boxer like that. But Charlo can do it both. But if you want to look at, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what Burnell said, Charlo have problems with boxers because Tony Harrison gave him problems. You know what I'm saying? I know Tony. So Tony gave him problems both those fights, but he got the plan and got a little bit beside himself, and that's how he got caught up. But I think I can't see Charlo getting knocked out, man.
Okay.
I can't see it.
Even with the skill set that even if Canelo press him, you don't think? So do you think Canelo is gonna come out there and press him, Coach?
I think he gonna try to read him. I don't think because Canelo ain't really no jump out. I'm jumping straight out on you fighter.
Right.
That type of fighter. If you've been following him and watching his fights, he don't start off like that. He gonna read you. He gonna get his data because he done got a lot of his game from Mayweather. Once again, he got a lot of his game from Mayweather. You can't be mad at him.
No, that's a fact. Me and BJ talked about that. After that Mayweather fight, he pretty much mocked himself and turned himself into a Mexican Mayweather.
And if you watch Charlo, one thing about Charlo that I do like about him that might be the difference in this fight, he go to the body. He not just a headhunter.
Right.
He goes to the body. He gritty. He dig. The more hurt he get, the more he dig. He get low when he fight. He get caught. He take them punches. He eat them. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a war, man. I'm betting on black.
Right.
Yeah. I would like to.
I always go with the underdog anyway. When you get to know me, I'm gonna go with the underdog.
Right.
I respect Canelo, all his accolades and all that, but I'm not a Canelo fan.
Okay. Now my next question, and we're gonna come back to you, E, but BJ, my next question to you is far as coaching side, who do you give the advantage to? One of our coaches is just coming off a tough loss. So do you think that's gonna affect the way that he's out there coaching Charlo? So who do you think has the advantage in this fight?
Coaching. I'm gonna go with Canelo, definitely. Derek can only do what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more moves. He has more moves. Charlo does than Earl, but Canelo has more. Canelo has more moves. He has more skills that they'll be able to mix up and change different game plans. If he do this, we can do this. I think if it came down to, okay, what can we do against them? I think whatever they put out on the Charlo side, Derek James side, I think that the Canelo side is going to have a counter.
Okay. Now, my quick question, I don't know if you guys, do you remember the last, Charlo's last fight? Was that for that belt that he won with, what's his name? Hold on, give me a second. Because I watched that fight and I thought that was...
He rematched against dude. The dude he had a rematch against.
Right, exactly. Okay. In that fight, he looked good, but I think
Man,
on
he
point
got
was
pushed
he put
back.
a lot of pressure on him.
He did.
Uh,
He pushed him back and everything.
yeah,
It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm like, if he moved him around like that at 54, Canelo was
yeah.
going. Canelo was going to go for the kill.
I
Canelo, he does. He download information and then he try to get you out of there. And I don't
right.
think after a while, I don't think Charlo's going to be able to stop him.
This is what I did want to say. Knowing Canelo, Canelo only pick fights of people he believe he can beat. He
Yeah,
not picking,
all day.
he not going for fights where he think he can possibly lose.
Okay.
And,
Wow,
and
that's
look. Here's to add on to that. I
coach.
agree with that 100%.
That's saying a lot, coach. So you saying that he handpicked his fight that he think
Right.
he's just gonna run through Charlo like that.
Right. Why he ain't fight Boo Boo?
Yeah.
or the monster or the Mexican monster. Here and another thing too with Canelo and his motivation for this fight. He usually don't fight black fighters.
Right.
And he's been ridiculed a lot for avoiding black fighters because of the skill set that, like how Mayweather did him. So he definitely picked this fight to prove something. So that's what I'm saying. Is he gonna stop him.
That's deep, BJ. You know what? I've never really I guess I didn't notice that. Not saying that he have not, he just far and few of black fighters he's fought, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's deep.
Had
So
trouble
coach,
with
I'm
him.
gonna ask you that same question, like far as just coaching. Who do you think has the advantage far as corner wise? And with the same thing, like I asked BJ, do you think there's going to be a problem with Charlo's coaching, meaning that his coach had coming off a bad loss?
Well, you got to look at it from two perspectives. Do Charlo or Earl Spence really respect their coach? Do they listen to him? Or
Right.
do they just be there doing what they want to do? Eric James know what he be talking about because he been in there.
Facts.
So are they gonna listen? Or are you gonna do what you want to do? Because when you get in there with them fighters, sometimes they shut the coach off. And most of the time, you can't put it on the coach.
Right. And you know what, coach? You 100% right, because that last fight that Canelo had, he actually admitted that. He said, I listened to my coach this time. He says a lot of times that I shut my coach out and I don't listen to him. So elaborate on that. Why do fighters do that? Tend to shut their coach out, and not kind of somewhat listen to their corner.
Because sometimes they don't trust in the stuff they've been preparing for that fight. So they shut everything off and they're going to try to do what they try to do and it'll work. Triple G said it too. He said sometimes you could train and plan, then it don't happen. You just shut everybody off and you trying to do what you're trying to do and it don't work most of the time.
So pretty
Tyson
much, fighters. So pretty much what you're saying is, they go back to what they know best.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
No,
Right.
Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody got a game plan until they get punched in the jaw.
I concur with that. Right.
You're right. And this is my opinion on the fight. I just think Canelo's skill set is just gonna be just too dominant, with the rolling and ducking and shots and everything. Charlo has a chance with that right hand, and that left hook. That left hook is definitely dangerous, but Canelo, he's basically showed that he has a cast iron chin. Charlo chin is pretty good too. But
nobody put him down.
You say what now?
I said, man, ain't nobody put him down.
Yeah, so Charlo got to prove that. I think I'm gonna say Canelo just gonna come out there and press him and then try to jump on him early and see what happens. If anything, Charlo may have a chance in the later rounds. If he can withstand that first onslaught. Go ahead, coach.
If Charlo game plan is to go to this man's body and not go to his head, and they can take punches like that.
Right.
If he focus on body shots early and wearing him down early instead of letting Canelo wear him down, that might be a difference maker. Them body shots, man, they take their toll on you.
No,
the head
I
shots
agree.
is the pretty, the beautiful shots that everybody want to go to, but the body shots is really what what really dictates the fight, and that
Okay.
jab and the jab too. So
And this is my last question to everybody, and then we'll just have we'll just flow with everything. If you was the coach out there, what would you tell Canelo? How would you advise him to go out there and get this W?
right now, Brunel got the fire coach.
I tell him to go for the points. And
Okay.
if he see an open shot, take it. But don't try to knock him out. Don't go for the knockout. Like you said, he got a good chin.
Right.
So if you want to beat this man, like Coach said, wear him out. Go for the body. He tire out, then you might have a shot at the chin. Hit him with a nice hook.
Right. I
Oh
agree.
yeah. And that's another thing I meant to say too. If you watch Canelo fights, Canelo take off some rounds too now. He will take off some rounds where he ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yes,
up.
and they say that same thing about Charlo, that he get lazy and he take off a lot of rounds. So that's gonna be interesting. With both fighters, if both fighters taking off rounds. So that's definitely going to be interesting. So, like I said, I'm pretty much done with the questions. So we can just, talk about pretty much anything that comes to, to mind, if whatever you guys want to talk about this time.
It's
What about
important for a fighter to be a chaser or getting chased is different. But when you the chaser, it can have its advantages, but also can be dangerous. I used to have this plan when I knew I was going to fight. I slap somebody first and have them come towards me because I got this move I got. It's called punch. If somebody chasing you and coming after you and you plant your foot and punch, it's gonna use their body weight against them and
right.
your force that you coming with to hit them, and it's gonna knock them out on their ass.
Okay, now, Coach. Now my next question, and I don't know if you answered that first one. But if you were on Charlo's side, how would you advise Charlo to come out there against Canelo? What advice would you give him for this fight?
I'm a jab him, and I'm putting that right hand to his kidneys and his liver.
Okay.
I'm gonna make him reset with the jab. And body shots and finish with the hook. That's what I'm gonna do to him and parry him.
Okay.
To me, this could be this could be like the fight of the year for real with these two, man. Because who will?
they're gonna
I don't
fight?
see this
They're
being
gonna
a
fight.
boring fight. I
Yeah,
don't
I
see
think
it
it's going
being
to
a
be
boring
a
fight.
very great
They're
fight.
gonna
I
fight.
think it's going to be a busy fight. I think I don't think they're both not going to take no rounds off. It's just going to be that intense to the point where I don't think either fighter will be able to take a round off this fight. So yeah. Oh, one of the things I want to say, I've heard this is going to be one of the best undercards we've seen in a while. Tell me what you think about that, BJ.
They got Ugas and Barrios. I don't know if the young boy, if the Mayweather's protege, is supposed to be
Yeah,
on the
that's what I was gonna
undercard.
say. He's supposed to be out there that tonight, isn't he?
Cormeo something.
Carmel Moten. I done
Right.
seen him fight since he was. I done watched him fight. He just coming from the amateurs.
Okay.
I done seen him fight for the past 6-7 years, man.
Well,
So
elaborate on him a little bit, Coach, for those who don't know who he is or know nothing about him.
oh, he a strong little dude. He can box. He can fight on the inside. He can move. He got power. You know what I'm saying?
And who is he fighting? Do you know his opponent?
He fighting somebody that's like I think 5-0,
Okay.
4-0. So
So that'll be a
usually
pretty
when
decent fight.
now, listen, they believing in this kid because usually when you
Yeah.
come out
Right.
like that, they giving you a can.
Right.
He ain't coming out. He coming out fighting somebody with five.
5-0. Right.
Even if this dude was 0-5,
Right.
you got to think this man got 5 pro fights in the bank.
Right.
And see, that's what people don't get. Like before when we had fights in the city, we had a dude. He fought a guy. he didn't want to. The other guy had less fights, but he had more wins. But he went and fought the dude that had more losses but more fights, and he didn't pay attention to dude lost to.
Right.
Dude ended up knocking him out.
Mm.
Dude had like 30 some losses, or
Right.
maybe like 15 wins.
Okay.
But he lost to Lennox Lewis. He was in camp with them getting beat up by all these cats. And he was a big dude, and dude took off on him, and then he ended up knocking dude out, stopping him.
Yeah, so
So
that's deep. That so they have a lot of confidence in this fighter for them to be putting him out there against someone who's experienced, who's 5-0. So that means he kind of know his stuff around the ring a little bit. So it's
he
gonna
a
be a pretty
dog.
interesting fight.
He a dog. I done seen him in every tournament.
Right.
Every tournament.
Yeah, and I just got hip to him probably about a few weeks ago. BJ actually turned me on to him. He actually looked like a little tank out there.
Another kid you need to get hip to is Abdullah Mason. I
Okay.
done seen him as a kid. They from Cleveland. He out of Cleveland. We real cool with them too. They moved to Las Vegas, but all his brothers, is 5 of them. They all pro now. So
Right.
we done fought again.
Well, Coach, I don't know how much time you got left. Let us know, let everybody know about the gym, what you got going on.
All right. Well, we just got USA Boxing just did a little news feed on us. Best team in the country. For the past 4-5 years, we number 1 in the United States, number 7 in the world, far as team go, and we got like almost 100 national championships.
Well, give everybody the name of the gym, so in case they want to come check the gym out, if they're in town or they want to check you guys out.
Generation. It's called New Generation.
Okay.
Yeah. But our team is two teams in the gym. You got New Generation, and you got Team Cartel.
Okay. Well, yeah, guys, you go definitely check them out. Are you guys on Facebook or YouTube?
We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we're on all the platforms. And right now, we're training one of my guys that his name is Tyrone Fryson.
Okay.
He's 58 years old. He's about to be fighting in the Masters.
Oh, wow.
Coming up in December in Louisiana. So we've been training him for the past what is going on? Day 23. He done sparred. He looking good. So
and what's his name again?
I was thinking, excuse me?
What's his name again?
Tyrone Fryson. We call him Frog.
Okay, we're gonna look out for him.
Yeah, he had me thinking about getting in the ring doing it.
Right.
I was just about to ask if somebody wanted to box, how they go about,
Well, how old are you? You talking about you or you talking about a kid?
7.
No, I'm serious because in the Masters League, 36 and up, you can fight. So you would fight somebody 10 years younger than you or 10 years older than you in the Masters.
You know what, Coach, go on ahead and elaborate on that a little bit because you know what, a lot of people don't even know about this.
Right. So like when we had the national tournaments like we about to have in December,
right?
It's the tournament at the same time where it's older people fighting, like people that never fought but wanted to give it a chance. And, they get belts and stuff too. So we had a guy from my city, Harry Cummings. He's like 60. He won it all.
Oh, wow.
So he can fight say he's 61, he can fight somebody 51 or somebody 71 and they can still move around. He can fight them too. So it's 10 up, 10 down.
Okay.
So if I was to fight, it'd be 41 or 61 I'd be fighting.
Okay.
So he they came and put energy inside the gym too. You know what I'm saying? We've been training him so the kids see him in there. He in there sparring with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah, that's deep. That gives people like me and you still hope who used to fight, who still may want to get in there and throw them hands.
Right.
But go ahead, Coach, get them that information one more time so they can get in contact with you.
Was Team Cartel. The gym is New Generation, Toledo, Ohio. We on Facebook, we on Instagram, and for your people that's on here, you can start boxing. They don't let you start boxing till you 8, but you can come in and train and watch and sit around at 4.
Right.
Because we done had some of these kids. We done had them. They done been around since they was 4. Now they 13 and 14 and 17 and 18. I've been doing this 30 years, man.
Okay.
USA Boxing just sent me my medal I don't know if it was for 25 years or 30 years, but every 5 years they send you get a medal sent to you. So I've
That's
been doing
awesome.
it for a while.
Okay. Well, yeah, the guys definitely go check Coach out, Team Cartel, Toledo, Ohio. One of the up and coming good gyms out here in the country. You know, they got a lot of great fighters that have been through that gym. Great coaches. So go check them guys out.
Oh, let me say this too, and part of Detroit is part of our team too.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we had national champions from Detroit as well. That's on our team with us too. So
Okay.
it's
So that's
Toledo
definitely
and Detroit.
okay. That's a good look. BJ3, let them know what you got going on, where they can reach you at, what social media platforms you got.
Yes, sir. Check me out at All Natural Tea. That's the new bottle right there. It's the first time I'm showing it.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't done
nice.
no video. I ain't done no video yet. That's the front. Got a front. Got a back.
Why
I
you
got a
ain't saying
poster.
that?
So,
Okay. You
yeah,
done
All
switched it up.
Natural
I
Tea.
still
I'm
got
on
mine.
TikTok.
It's weed.
Yeah, switch. That's the new bottle.
You
I'm
feeling
on
tight?
TikTok
Want
and
to get
Instagram.
loose? Go and pop the
Huh?
top pimp juice. You feeling tight in your body? Want to get loose? Go ahead, pop the top to the pimp juice.
There it
Pimp
is.
juice.
Yeah.
Pimp,
Hey,
Look.
Brunel, what you got in that tea, man?
pimp juice.
So it's four ingredients. It's mint, honey, THC, and lemon.
Can I
That's it.
get some without the THC?
I actually do have some without the THC. I actually do have some without the THC, and it actually helps people sleep just as well.
So
Uh-huh.
how can I? So I ain't got to put my headphones on and listen to rain and wind, and I can get some of that.
Yeah.
You can ship it out. You will ship it out.
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Why Coach look like I'm talking to Larry?
Yeah,
Why?
he
Why
did that.
we
Yeah.
talking to go from power?
Yeah, that too.
And
Yeah.
sugar cane
You look like my cousin Larry Foot, Coach. That's what
I'm always
originally
looking like
I'm like, is that
somebody,
Larry who
man.
came in?
He did.
Yeah. But look, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming in on the to the show. It's going to be a great fight. I advise everybody to tune in to the fight. It's going to be also a great undercard. Definitely going to be a good fight. So, like I said, I'm going with Canelo. You know, if I had to put my money on the fight, I'm going with Canelo. But
Right.
you know, I always go with the brothers. But you know, if I'm putting my money
Right.
on the fight, you know,
Right.
skill set, I
Right.
think Canelo's skills is just going to be a little bit too much for Charlo to be able to bear. So BJ, put your last thoughts on this and let everybody know what you got again.
I think Canelo, like you said, his skill is gonna show the difference. You're gonna see the difference, and eventually, he gonna jump on him and get him out there. I don't think it's gonna go the distance.
Okay.
I think Charlo gonna give a hell of a fight. I think it's probably gonna be more competitive than the last fight we just saw, but I think at the end it's gonna be the same results.
Yeah, I think it will.
Hey, don't forget to watch that video. I was trying to. I meant to get with Brunel earlier so he could send it to you so you can watch it.
No, as soon as we done with
We,
this,
we was
I'm
watching.
gonna watch it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
watching it when you chimed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some of that tea too, though. But I want the real one for my wife, though.
All right, I got you.
I
I have
want
to
to get
label
some for
them.
your
Just
sister-in-law, but I want the
no THC.
yeah.
All right.
Got
Yeah,
you.
well, look, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, y'all, and then we can still chop it up. So, look, I thank everybody for coming on to the show. It's your boy Dame D, and we out. Peace.
holler.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.